So now we're gonna do this one on a brief lesson of who is the Antichrist. Dun dun dun. Now, here's the funny thing: everyone has been the Antichrist on the entire fucking planet. That's the catch. Now that's what y'all gotta understand. So now, God the Creator created the Antichrist because nothing is powered without the power of God. Just keep that in mind. So all things in creation, God created all things. Man created what's called the Antichrist. God created what is called the Christ. So now the Antichrist is a co-creation of man, but it's also a creation of God because God created man. So now here's how this works. The Antichrist is not just a person. It's an actual item. It's a thing that God uses to build his kingdom and then get rid of them. And in the Bible, they're deemed as evildoers. So they do God's evil deeds and then God gets rid of their asses. But they're the Antichrist system. So the Antichrist system is actually, what Antichrist actually mean is dematerialized. So Christ, God the Creator in Christ, is the shit that you do to materialize things from the spiritual into the material realm. Because you can't manifest anything to the material without the spiritual realm. So the Antichrist are the motherfuckers that dematerialize shit. This is why when they touch shit, it falls apart. So that's who the Antichrist regime is. They're the destruction team. So they go in and they corrupt everything because they're the Antichrist. So in other words, they go in and they dematerialize shit. Because Antichrist means anti-material. Get it? So now, the Antichrist team is the anti-material team. So though they're materialistic, they're really not materialistic. So let's just put it that way. They just appear to be materialistic because they destroy material. So now, what they're being used to destroy is the physical material and the corruption in the system. So now, once God uses the evildoers and gets rid of their ass, it's like, because evil no longer exists. That means the Antichrist no longer exists. That means there will only be Christ. There will only be Christ around this bitch. You know what I'm saying to you? Because that's what God created. So that's why the Antichrist team is also limited on time, because they're men, male and female alike, who have time that applies to them. And you're in a prophecy where everybody's scheduled to have this one fated event that I'm in control of. That's why I had to laugh at people when to put this up my life path. Like, I'm already on your life path for this fated event that's about to happen that we all have to face. Compliments to me. That's why y'all been attacking me and shit. So I'm really a true living G. No reason to lie about this shit. So y'all know y'all about to get hit. I ain't even about to spit, but I really got to do this shit for the little niggas out in the streets that be paying attention to me and shit. I see the signs and symbols, but some of these niggas is dumb. They need to have their head covered like thimbles and shit because they that dumb. They ain't getting the shit. They thumbing through paper. We running through paper, literally. We running through paper. We looking at it like it's our neighbor. We ain't in a race against time. We ain't in a race against time. That's them other niggas out there lying because they don't know how to shine. They don't know how to speak that fine, divine shit out their mouth, be the truth like us, because we walk around on this planet, nigga, and we ain't turning into dust, that type of shit. So now, what that mean? You won't be turned back to the dust if you real as hell like your God created king, because everything in my existence is real. It don't lie for a fucking thing. Except for a motherfucking human being when they come out of mouth on the scene. Because a motherfucker's sitting up scared trying to press somebody down here. And they should be worried about only pressing one thing, that's the Lord of the motherfucking air. And the heavens. And the earth. So let's just say this. Every day, in this oxygen that y'all breathe, there's cosmic dust that just constantly comes down from these planets that you can't see in the air, right? So as long as you walking and talking and breathing your truths, because all that shit coming down there is the truth, down here to you is the truth, then it keeps your body functioning because your body was made perfect, created by the truth. So as long as you walk and talk and live and breathe your truths, because everything in the universe is true except for y'all motherfuckers. That's why y'all fall, motherfuckers. That's why Caesar's in this bitch. That's why I'm getting rid of him. And you only gonna have 2 in this motherfucker, not 4, because I'm that motherfucker. I run this show, nobody else. So just to let y'all know, stop playing with them kids out there. Stop playing with them kids out there. Meanwhile, to my spiritual growers, I'm loving this shit because that just proves that it's not an age thing. What I just witnessed out there is not an age thing. Because there's one being out there who is spiritually mature than a lot of these other beings out here who appear to be older than that one being. So shout out to that one being. Because they say to be 2 and 1 to be taken. So he's the one that's taken. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I be peeping game when I leave out my house. I ain't got no choice. I'm the eye. I'm always watching. I'm the clock. I'm always clocking. And when it's not tick-tocking, that's when your good Lord 1974 come a knocking. You still gonna be with me infinitely. I love y'all. Ho.